We searched the manor and found some clues about interesting things, and some stuff got stolen and smashed. But fortunately, almost no one saw any of that stuff happen, so we're clear. And I think the day ended with everybody wandering off to the inn.
It actually did.
No. Did we?
No, we were
still in the mansion.
We are still in the mansion, yeah. We are about to open, like, the last two doors.
Yeah, literally the last two.
Literal last two.
Literally the last two.
There was one that was a broom closet.
And just Grog decided that we should do it one by one.
So there's one door left. Okay.
Wait, I thought there were two.
There were two. I removed one because there was nothing important in it and I was having it for a goof. Anyway. So.
We are to the last door.
Everyone is finally gathered back together, though.
Yes.
So everyone's wandered back together. You've kind of grouped off and scouted things out and found basically nothing of importance. You know there's one last room, but the door's kind of well locked and you just kind of felt like it didn't feel right. So you kind of wanted to group up before you did that, and because frankly, there's only one room left. Alright, so...
Just go.
Everyone
You
except
open the door.
for Nakia and Dorben are there. And what are they gonna do?
Should we play rock, paper, scissors to see who opens the door?
We should do that. That's what we've been doing this whole time.
Wait, I want to go check something. I've been dying to do this since I got back.
Alright, you should let her go, Ben.
Can you go?
Where are you going?
I want to go check out that gnome picture again. Not gnome, the dwarf one.
Can we open the door while you're gone?
Roll really fast.
What am I rolling for?
I have no idea.
I got a 6.
Cool. Alright. Actually, I know exactly what you rolled for. It's too bad you missed it. Anyway, so you can go back to the dwarf picture really fast, and then I'll let you get back to everyone in time because everyone's been scattered around for a bit. What are you gonna do?
Alright, so I got to the gnome picture and I say, hello there, handsome. You're looking great today. You know, you've been here for quite a while and you're enchanted, so I know you've got some purpose here. There's these things going on in the mansion, and I'm probably sure I've seen all of it. So, can you tell me a little bit, you know, what you've seen and what's going on here? You know, could really use some good clues.
Roll insight.
Insights. If I can find what my insight is. Investigation.
It's in the eyes.
And then it's alphabetical. I've got intimidation and investigation. I don't have insight.
Above them is
You can still
inside.
roll it, just means you roll no bonuses.
I got a 5. It's not very well.
Actually, what type of skill is inside anyway? Like, is it that?
First, I tell you.
Oh, I thought you.
There was also a really,
Stupid picture.
What'd you roll?
there was also a really ugly dwarf painting.
You think it knows something,
Amazingly
but then
ugly.
again, it's a painting.
That sounds beautiful.
People feel like its eyes follow you around. It's so ugly.
It's got runes on it. It does something, and it can't be knocked off the wall with a hammer.
We've tried many times.
It's
Yeah?
up there for a reason.
I didn't.
Magic-y stuff's a little confusing.
I do.
I haven't even been to the top floor of this
Hey,
mansion.
cool! You want to come talk to this thing? See if maybe you can get something out of it.
What? I'm in the basement.
Look, I'm giving you this real fast. This is just a boon. So is that all you wanted to do? Ask the painting for advice and hints?
I did. I wanted to see if he saw something.
Oh, am I coming up to you?
Yes.
What do you need, Berla?
Talk to the painting. He's not answering me.
Oi, painting. How you be?
The painting does not answer you.
Is
It is
it
a
supposed
painting.
to say it?
You got to flatter it. Tell him he looks handsome, and he's like, he's looking quite dapper today.
Why would I say that? He's not that. He's
wanted
not.
to flirt with the painting?
Exactly.
The ugly dwarf painting.
I am going
does
to
not
look
respect
at the painting very closely.
And now we are moving on, right?
14. It's insight, right?
Yeah, roll an insight.
I did. It's 15.
Alright. So, unlike with Crazy Barrel, when you look at the painting, you don't really get much out of it. You think, like, this really is kind of just a painting. But then when you look back, its eyes, like, the color is gone. It's kind of seems to be dripping some of the black oil you've seen from its eyes.
That's
Can
Yeah.
I take off the
Way
painting?
creepier.
No, because we said that we couldn't take it off, right?
It's stuck on the wall. You can't take it down with a hammer anyway.
Did you try hitting it?
You tried hitting it.
Many times. Yeah.
Josh basically...
I think it took like 2 turns just hitting that paint.
Oh wait, my character doesn't know about the oil. What's the black stuff?
It's very bad. Don't touch it, whatever you do.
Oh.
That's all.
What's it for?
I don't know, but it's bad.
Okay, so while they're doing that, I bust down the door.
I'm going downstairs. I don't know what else to do.
Just
Let them finish.
All right, everybody else, take it in order. Let me explain how things will work. As they come back down, they're going to join you. You break down the door.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going to play rock, paper, scissors.
I was bored. I'm not going to wait
Fair.
for you.
I was going to make you do it anyway.
You guys just go up and look at
You've
the
already
painting.
done it like 3 times. He's just going to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's his thing.
I know, but it's
He
manipulation.
breaks down the door, and you all can peer into this room. It's pitch black. You see nothing, even with your dark vision.
I don't like that.
What if my dark vision's super good?
It's not good enough.
It's not good. It's
Wow.
magic
Torch on
darkness.
or a light of some kind, so I don't want to walk in there. I'm not
I have
walking in
torches. I'm going to use a torch.
I'm gonna
And
get
I'm gonna throw a
behind
torch
all
in.
of you
there.
guys.
Throw a torch and burn the mansion down.
Here, give it a roll.
Throw the torch in.
Okay. Oh, somebody's got water.
Okay, what do I roll?
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to throw it far, or are you trying to like just toss it in?
I'm tossing it in.
Oh, well then fine. You don't have to roll for anything. Just you toss the torch in, and mark off 1 torch on your list. By the way, of things you have, because
I lost one.
that torch disappears into the darkness. The light's swallowed up almost instantly. It's almost like it's gone forever.
So I say we go back to the inn.
You don't want to go through the portal of
I
darkness?
shoved Ku in there.
Woohoo!
Does she want to be
Do
shoved?
you want to be shoved in the room?
Sure.
Alright,
That
go,
goes
Ku!
through. Everybody else can't see this.
Ku's
Ku
like,
goes
"Shove
into
me."
the room, and it's pretty dark in there, but
I feel like this is normal.
she kind of just finds herself in another room. So, what you gonna do? Ku?
Explore the room.
It's really dark. Do you have dark vision?
I should, because I'm a rock gnome. Yeah, I have dark vision.
Yeah, well, now you can actually see just a little bit. How much dark vision do you have?
60 feet.
60 feet. You can make out most of the room. It's pretty large. Massive, actually. It should not fit in this mansion. It's
Bigger on the inside.
almost 50 feet by 50 feet.
Wow.
It is a room.
I want to check for shiny things, valuable things.
You can see them all around you. This room's full of mirrors.
Oh, mirrors
All the
aren't-
walls are covered in mirrors.
This music's freaking me out.
I know, right?
That's why I picked it.
Okay,
Hey, Ku,
so
how's it going in there?
are you dead?
She
No.
can't actually be hurt. Anything she says, you guys wouldn't know.
Wait, do I hear them at all?
You do.
Oh, I hear
fine.
them. They
You
can't
hear
hear
them
me.
just fine, but
I'm
they can't hear
good.
you.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
But we can't hear her.
Right.
Well,
My character don't know that.
Responding.
I killed
think
her.
she died.
Yeah.
I look in.
You killed you.
Is there just mirrors in this
I knew I
room?
should have grabbed her bag before I threw her in there.
At the far end, there's a pedestal.
I want to go up to the pedestal and
It's going to
Look
take you a
at
little bit of time.
Okay, I think I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
Would you
go
follow
in
her
there
within the
too.
next 6 seconds?
Yeah, I'm not scared.
Because I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we would all kind of
Okay.
stumble after.
So people go in. Anyone who doesn't want to go in, say so now and forever hold your peace. Alright, Anna's not
She would
going in.
probably be at the end anyway, because she.
I'll follow in. Something tells me I'm gonna need to stay in here.
Okay, so everyone is.
there might be a rug.
Oh yeah, can I like look for rugs first? So
Everyone goes in. You can
I will
roll
poke my head in
perception.
and look for a rug. Where did my D20?
Don't worry, I'm there.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'll defend you.
Ooh, I've
from
got
the
a
rug and possibly
18
injure you.
plus 1, so it's a 19.
Oh,
for
there are no rugs.
Thank
The
goodness.
floor, actually.
Alright, I go ahead and I will
Is
walk
what?
in.
Polished.
You notice the floor is a polished reflection.
Why is everything reflected in this room?
You also see the ceiling reflected endlessly. It's actually really creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is really creepy. Why?
I can see me going forever.
So does everybody have dark vision then? Can they all see that?
I have dark vision.
I don't.
I have
He
dark
does.
vision.
Ginny does because she's a drow, and if you look in, you can't. But do you have dark vision?
Nope.
You see barely reflections, and so for you, this is terrifying. Because you can see glints, but it's almost like pitch black otherwise.
All you know,
I'm going up to the pedestal still.
all she knows is that there are no rugs in this room, and she doesn't feel any safer.
No. At least there's no drugs. But Ku, tell me you're still alive. I need you.
Dude, I'm fine.
Oh, okay, good. Where are you?
I'm going to that pedestal.
Alright, well, I'm gonna latch onto your arm.
You don't even know where I am.
All right.
Well,
so
I
people
followed
are
the sound of
approaching
your
the
voice.
pedestal.
No, but as I'm approaching the pedestal, if I see any mirrors, I'm gonna smash them. I don't care about the bad luck. It's for
They're
the count.
everywhere.
They're nothing but mirrors.
Alright, so as I'm
There's
walking, I'm just
nothing
kind
but
of
mirrors.
smashing them as I go.
They won't break.
I'm just hitting mirrors.
Every time you hit one, it does not clink. There is no sound of impact. It's almost like you can't touch those mirrors.
Okay.
I like
What's at the pedestal?
Scary.
I'm dying to know.
It's on loop. It's going to do that like multiple times.
It's been like 6 seconds.
Okay.
So, everyone's approaching the pedestal.
Oh, I thought it was.
I guess
As you approach the pedestal, actually
Wait, did you go into the room or are you just waiting outside?
You guys left me alone, so I guess I'll go in the room. But I can't see anything, so I'm not really approaching the pedestal.
Because you might be. Who knows? Like, because you guys can't see anything.
She'd have to light a torch so you can see. She has no idea what this looks like because she's being guided by the hand. Since the torch is actually in the corner, and that's the only reason she could see anything. That's why there were glints.
You're welcome.
Anyway, pedestal. I want to check this pedestal.
Oh, it's not on that page. It's on this page.
Wait, is it Berla or Burl?
Yeah, it's Berl.
Burl? Okay.
Either
With
one.
Burl hanging on my arm. I want to check this.
So as you approach this pedestal, just sort of the end of it, and sort of reflected kind of endlessly as well, just like the rest of you, you kind of see it's a little weird. It looks kind of like a bowl is sitting on top of the pedestal, with sort of like this stub of bone just sticking out of just a pool full of oil.
Don't touch it!
Is it shiny?
Don't
Is
touch
the
it.
bowl shiny?
Wait, what?
The bowl is very
It's
shiny.
like a bowl,
Okay, I need
and there's
to
like
touch
a
it.
bone poking out of just a bowl full of
It
oil.
rests on the side, and yeah, it's also everyone give me a perception check.
The one time I roll a good number.
About to join, by the way.
Wait, where's perception?
21.
Below nature.
Nice.
16.
On the
That's 16 as well.
on your giant list.
I demand a ring.
I'm very perceptive.
16.
21.
Well, except
21.
You can't hear the
Everyone
voice,
over
so-
20 notices there are little bear's claws arranged around the bowl, pointing outwards, very specifically. Everyone who rolled 16 does not know.
No,
Alright.
my
They don't
character
notice
only.
they're too small,
My character only wants the
and
bowl.
it's so dark.
I just want the bowl.
All right.
Okay, I say.
Are you gonna touch the bowl?
I
Then?
am touching the bowl.
Okay. She touches
I
the bowl.
poke it first.
Okay, she pokes the bowl. A kind of odd ring goes throughout the room. Kind of like a bell or a chime. And actually, Warren, you can hear this ring outside of the room. Unless you're in the room.
That's you when
I did actually end up
in the room.
shuffling in,
Well,
but
then
we all hear the ring.
everyone hears the ring.
My
And
guy
some of
immediately
you-
is like, cowbell! I'm really excited. And runs towards the bowl.
Oh, okay then.
Well, wait, what else happens?
But yeah,
okay,
is there
so
anything else
I'm
that
just giving
happens?
context.
No, that's it.
Okay, well I pick up the bowl.
All right.
Can I pick up the bowl?
You can totally pick up
I
the
am
bowl.
moving away.
It's very full with oil, though.
I am moving
It looks
away.
like you might actually drop some if you do anything with it too much.
I'm gonna let go of your arm. I'm moving far away from that bowl.
Is there?
Nothing visible right.
I look around to see if there's anywhere I can pour the oil.
There's nothing, but there's the floor.
Okay, well I go over to a corner and
You do, and as you do, the piece of bone and the things fall out of it. Let me describe what you see. Because
As I'm pouring out the oil.
as you pour it out, things fall out.
Cool.
You see a hand, some humanoid's hand. You can no longer tell what it is. And clutched in this hand are 2 eyeballs, torn from some living creature.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty spooky.
Nice.
How do you feel
That's
about this
interesting.
discovery?
All right, everybody.
Are you liking
Roll
it?
perception.
Oh, not. Oh,
Yeah,
my.
no, I got a 2 on that one.
I got a 12.
14.
11.
All
Not
right.
so good
I got
this time.
23.
I'm just off the
Only
level,
Ginny
man.
gets to see this part. This is very sad for you all,
My
actually.
character's going like this.
Things start happening. The shadows start spinning a bit. You probably shouldn't have touched that. But from the darkness behind you, where the door was, emerges a dark figure that you could recognize as the thing, at least if you were her, you would recognize as the thing that did you damage earlier in the mansion.
Oh,
We're
shoot.
so dead. It's fine.
And also,
I prepared
But
for
do I
this.
get that same feeling again?
from the mirrors,
Oh my.
skeletons start to fall out of them, as if they have been kept there in some form of closet. But there's no opening. They're just appearing on the corners around the walls.
Are they like hanging up on the mirrors? Or just
Oh
clattering?
no,
Well,
they're
she's
just-
the only one
they're
that can
just
see it,
rolling
right?
softly out.
So she's the only one who can see those.
It's quiet, eerily quiet.
So,
And none of the bones make a sound.
okay.
Did I finish getting
But only
everything
I
out of
see
the...
this?
You see it happen, and you have a chance to do something. What do you want to do?
What are you gonna do? You gonna tell us about it, or?
No, I'm not going to tell you about the huge man that I saw.
You're not gonna say
I'm
anything.
going to go up to the man.
All right. As you do, it stands to its full height. It's 10 feet tall.
Well, I'm going to talk to it.
You said dead.
All right. What are you gonna say? And also, what are you gonna say to this thing?
Do I know what it is?
You have never seen this before in your life.
No idea what it is.
You don't know what it is. This is not something you have ever encountered or heard of.
I would just want to wait for it to do something.
You can
Go
wait.
up to it, and I look it in the eye.
Well, it's a lot taller than you, but you can
Okay, I look
you can go up and
way
stare at it. You can't tell if it's staring back. Its eyes are so dark they blend with the room. But while you're all distracted, everyone else roll another perception check.
Okay, but
Wait.
okay, real quick. I'm trying to hit the mirrors still, right, as I go.
Oh yeah.
But there's skeletons coming out of those mirrors?
You're just that
You'll notice now.
unobservant.
You notice
I
now.
would
Now you
probably
think you're
notice that. I'm
really
just saying,
excited.
like, okay.
But it took you a
I'm
moment to
excited. I'm
notice.
excited about the skeleton.
Yeah, you think you've done something.
Look at all
Can I
these bones
take
up,
out
man.
like
Fall out
a
of it.
cloth and like clean out the bowl
Smash the
while that's happening?
You totally can. Roll me a wisdom save when you do.
Which one do I do first, perception or the wisdom save?
Perception. Go
You
for
know, you do the wisdom save. You fail the perception by nature. Just because you're distracted.
That's a great wisdom save.
What'd you save?
Wait, where are my saves?
On
Is
the
it
top.
just there? It is. Wisdom. Well, that's a 4. But
You see
not
this creature almost faster than you can possibly imagine. It's gone, and you... Let me actually roll for this. Actually, you got a 4?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I
You
died.
feel something slice down your back. And an agonizing pain, like,
But I didn't
sear
even
through
touch
you.
it. The oil.
It soaks through the cloth.
Oh, okay, fine.
That's how oil works. You know, like water and oil, they kind of do the same thing. They get absorbed. And that's enough. And then suddenly it's back in front of the door, blocking any sort of exit from the room. And you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
So
Where's my HP?
I go up to it, and then it disappears, and then she
It's faster than a
screaming.
second. You see it flicker in its back. And you hear her make a noise.
Okay,
I
then
told
I
you
say,
not to touch it!
So can I see that creature now?
roll for me. Well, you heard her make a noise, so you would look at her, and you would be seeing this figure.
And I have dark vision, so...
Alright, everybody, but roll perception before that, because something's happening that's supposed to happen before we get too much further.
We all roll perception?
Everyone rolls perception to see what happens.
We really need to roll perception in this group,
I got a
guys.
4. I'm just like off in La La Land here.
18.
I have 14.
21.
You two see it? Two figures fall from the mirrors as well.
Wait, we see it?
You two, yes.
Oh, good. I'm
Oren
planning up to
and
see something.
Ku both see two figures. We'll eventually know a Goliath and an Aasimar flash from one of the mirrors, sort of together, as if they'd been in the same mirror. And they're kind of dumped out unceremoniously. They make a little bit of noise, but most people don't even notice because things are happening, and it's hard to focus in a couple seconds. All right, everybody.
All right, Jenny. This
Suddenly
is
the torches flick because there were torches on the walls that nobody could really tell because they were all put out.
Hey, look, torches.
But they're not bright
This
enough.
feels like a boss
They're
battle.
very... Oh, it's a lot like a boss
Just
battle.
waiting for the iron gates to come on that door to wait.
Yeah, you don't need iron gates for this one.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so red light fills the mirrored room.
That's our ever.
Red light.
Red light.
Cool.
The candles give off a sick, bloody glow.
Hey, gay.
And then everyone can see themselves perfectly. Suddenly, Crazy Berl, you can see everything, and you probably wish you didn't. Oren, you can see a lot more than you could. I don't know how you feel, but you're probably confused.
Wait, what do I
Good
see?
face.
You see everything, only now it's a lot more red, and you can see things clearly. There's nothing hidden. Everything's reflected, and you can see this creature in this hideous red glow. And as everyone looks at that, in a couple instants, it makes eye contact with every single person in the room.
Am I conscious?
You're conscious. You just fell out of a mirror. You're conscious.
Where were
It makes
you
eye
guys?
contact with every single
Where
person.
did you come from?
Hi.
And in that moment, it looks at you, its eyes flicker, and it takes your eye shapes and colors. And then it moves to the next one, and does that for every single person in the room.
Oh, I don't like the look of that.
And when it's done, it opens its mouth in a silent screech, and I will need every single person to... Oh boy. Roll for a... Yeah, give me a saving throw. Pick your best, wisdom or charisma.
Wisdom.
I got nat 20.
Yep.
I'm definitely going for charisma.
Nat 20 was...
What's 13 plus 6? 19.
So I got 26.
Oh,
your
you're fine.
Best what?
14.
Best saving throw, right?
Whether either wisdom or
So
charisma.
we plus.
Oh no.
Mine was
You
intelligent.
got a 9?
You got a 9.
So you got 20.
Okay.
She got 20? What did you get, Ben?
19.
Alright. So everyone who got over 15, you all feel this shiver run down your spines. It didn't make any noise, actually, but you feel like it made a lot of noise. Anyone who rolled 15 to 10, you're frightened until the end of next turn.
Okay.
Neat.
I rolled.
And then if you rolled 9, you, my friend, you was
You
was
die.
the thing I did.
You just fall over
man.
and have a heart
What did
attack
you
and
roll?
are dead.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a plus 6.
Oh,
You're blinded.
Oh, I'm blind. That's
Yeah.
okay.
You can barely see. Like your vision goes dark.
this is fine.
And your whole body shivers with some kind of evil presence. Everybody roll initiative.
Initiative?
Here we go.
Aww.
The battle
Where's my
begins.
initiative?
I got 8.
Where is my initiative?
22.
Yeah, that's a good question. Mine is blank. What's initiative?
So initiative's not a stat. It's going to be your
Initiative
turn
would be
order, right?
here.
Yeah, it's Dex
I
modifier.
know, but she doesn't have her initiative number.
Dex
So it'd be your
modifier.
dex.
Alright, so it's your dex
Which-
modifier.
Yeah, Dex
So you
modifier
write
plus
this.
whatever you roll.
Plus 4.
I thought
So-
you didn't know the sticky rolls all of a sudden. I got
So
a
you can just
5.
write plus 4 in there.
You got a
And if
fuck.
there's any like stuff you have,
Alright,
which
it's
I'll
Okay, so I have 17.
22.
12.
Waddy did. What did you get?
Is that everybody?
8.
8?
14.
What did you get?
11.
Nice.
So it would go.
So 22. Ku goes.
And then I'm next.
And then, then Grog. Sorry, I have to actually count this because this is going to matter a lot.
And you've
So
got.
if I put our little characters over here and find out where we're all standing and where this big
Oh
giant
wait, is
thing
that the big giant thing?
Let's make
Sure.
this
He
big
can
giant
be.
thing.
Yeah, might as well be. Okay, so
Where am I? Am I just like
Ku,
at one of
Grog.
the walls?
Then who got the 13?
I got 14.
I got
14.
12.
Okay. So then it's Warren, then it's Yala,
Yeah.
and then it's, let's see, you. Who got 12 again? Did you get 12? You got 11.
I got 5.
I just ruined all your dice, by the way.
And so Crazy Bro goes last.
Yeah. So you were over here in the corner, and I backed way the heck out. Away from that
So wait,
stuff, so
who's
I'm probably over here.
Who's missing? Oh yeah, it's Nakia. Nakia, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 9.
Oh, she
8.
was staring this
An
thing
8?
down.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just before Berl. That's
Berl?
pretty rough.
Who's Burl?
I'm a crazy bird.
She's crazy
Hi,
Berl.
Berl.
You haven't met her yet, but you're going to be working together really soon.
Oh boy.
Let me just roll a d20 for this boy.
Where am I? Also,
It's not as good as I expected him to roll.
am I also fearful?
Just go. Oh, there's your go.
No, you're blinded.
Oh, I'm just watching.
Blinded is worse than being frightened.
Yeah.
A lot worse.
Let's see. We'll put the coin
Because, like, for example, you can't see and automatically fail sight checks.
Can somebody turn
You
off the
are,
dark?
and attack creatures against you have advantage, and you have
7,
disadvantage.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
But as frightened, it's like you can't move towards them.
So, do I even hear enemies?
You know, your mind is filled with ringing.
Okay.
And also, do you have a particularly upsetting moment in your childhood past? Because you're probably hearing that now.
Let's make this the corner. Whoops.
That's a great question. I don't even know
I
if.
think so.
I'm sure my
Basically.
childhood was disturbing. I mean, I saw my cousin get hit by a meteor.
Oh.
I'd say my child was somewhat something.
And I bet way the heck
Alright,
away.
there we go. There's the turn
Leave the
order.
smashing mirrors.
Everybody see how beautiful that is? Yeah, no one's going to be able to follow it. But I'm going to put them right here.
I'm assuming I'm first.
Oh, it's too heavy
Be able
with
to use like dry erase on this board.
I think so. We should
Map
try.
out the room on it.
It's a big box.
I think
Throw me a
good
marker.
idea.
Maybe a brown one.
Brown or black. Something like
I only have a brown. Sorry, I'm
So I
super
figured
poor.
10 by 10.
Nonsense.
It works.
Straight. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, if you want red, I have 2
1,
reds.
2, 3, 4,
Maybe it stands
5,
out against,
6,
gray or
7, 8,
green.
9.
Right when battle starts, I need a snack.
You just gotta wait for the.
Also, each
You're
of
just
these
going for a
squares
snack
represents
break. Maybe
5
we
feet.
should
1,
pause the
2,
recording.
50
3,
feet.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, did something happen to me, or are you just making turns?
Making turns.
Okay.
Okay, you actually have one of the better turn orders, Jenny. Congrats.
Heck yeah.
Because it goes Ku, Greg, Ku, Grog, Warren, and then you. And then everybody else, including the
I'm in the
monster.
middle.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Yay!
That said, you're all going to be doing a lot less well.
Oh.
So there's like nothing in this room.
Like the doors, maybe.
There's a lot of things in
As
this
far
room.
as I
It's
can
just
tell.
not a
Well,
place.
nothing that I could like run and hide around.
Yeah, there's the pedestal.
Right.
Oh,
And the
that's true.
pedestal's like right in the back.
Yeah, right in the back. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's about it.
Sure, why not?
That's approximately what it needs to be.
Big teeth things that aimed it.
The orc fell.
Okay, and you poured it in the corner.
I did.
And I ran the crazy heck away. I'm like, I am not staying near that.
You're so tiny.
I am, I'm a halfling.
She's a child halfling.
I am, it's great.
I'm 8 feet tall.
And where are you standing at, Jiskadok?
I was kind of heading towards the pedestal because I thought there was a cowbell in it.
So maybe like
Wait,
right
that
here,
was a
and you're
bell right
smashing
there.
mirrors too.
Yeah, she made this. Check this out. She made one for each of us.
Except
Except for
her.
me.
It's alright.
I'm still working on hers.
Wait,
Did you,
how
like,
did
make
you
them,
make
or-
this?
I painted it. I didn't make the figure, but I painted it. Same with yours.
So I'm assuming that I don't have any of my
buckles and belts.
Tinker
They all have
toys
their own.
available.
You don't?
That's
Because you haven't made any.
Because I haven't made them yet.
You have to make things before you can have them.
No!
They're tiny little red dots for your eyes.
Oh,
Because Drow usually have red eyes.
And the good ones.
Hereditarily.
Yep.
Yeah, something about right there. That sounds about right.
Right there? Okay.
This is no, that's not what I want. Okay.
So what or what?
We're all gonna die!
We can all blame you.
Hey, what level
I'm okay with that.
am I capable of?
Perfect thought.
Okay, so I'm capable.
Too much thought. Frankly, it's probably hurting you worse because you can think.
Okay.
Alright.
Am I like aware that there are other people here?
Yeah, you heard other people.
Okay. Hello?
Hi.
Hello!
Hi, you're close.
We were trapped in a mirror together, so.
Hey, do I know this guy?
Oh, you know him.
I'm gonna like try to
I think I'm
high
still
five.
terrified, right?
You were frightened, so you cannot move to approach it.
I'm just clutching my cowbell out of, you know.
Yeah, you
Out of
can't move
fear?
closer to
It's
it.
out of fear, yeah.
And
It's
you have
my
disadvantage on attack rolls if you were close to it anyway.
blankets.
Okay, cool.
Wait, so the
getting
last
pretty
thing
funky.
we know is it just stared at us and changed eyes.
Oh yeah, it mimicked everyone's eye.
And
What does
now
that
what?
even mean?
We're probably
It
gonna
took
find
your
out.
eye. It looked like it had your eye for a moment.
My guys' eyes are like little beady specks, so it looked like that. Like little beady specks.
All right. So now we have initiative order. Ku, what are you gonna do?
What would she do? I'll probably just fire my crossbow.
You're gonna fire your crossbow. All right. Make an attack
Or a
roll.
short bow.
Short bow, same thing.
It's still D20, right?
Yes. D20.
17.
17. Huh? That'll hit.
You're gonna have to remind me the numbers that I need for this. My short bow is a D6.
Yep. Roll a D6.
That is a 6 plus. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Oh, plus 1. 7.
Yeah. All right. It takes 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
The bolt goes right into it, and it seems to not care.
Well, so that was fun.
All right. Next move, Grog.
So he's scared still. And he just wants to, he's more concerned about his cowbell safety than anything else.
That's
So,
a fair thought.
I think he would probably just stay there and clutch his cowbell. That's my turn. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
We're all
Being
gonna
realistic
die.
Josh, after this turn, you will no longer be frightened.
Okay.
So you're no longer frightened.
He'll be encouraged by the sound of his cowbell.
Next, Warren, your turn.
Okay, I was not frightened. And I'm gonna back up. How far can I move without using up my turn?
You can move up to your movement, so 30 feet.
Okay, so I can back up like
You can back up all the way to the back of the room if you want.
and
Back up all the way to me.
I'm going to fire a longbow. 8 plus what? What do I add to beat his armor class?
I think it's Dex for your roll to hit.
Okay, so that's 11.
That does not hit. It goes right through the thing and hits the wall.
Okay.
It does not even like touch it though.
Everybody hears Warren's little whimper.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is definitely your turn, Yala.
This is your
This
chance
is
to
what I
talk
want
to
to
him.
do. I want to walk over to the oil and talk to it, so it
But the oil's
follows
on
me.
the other side of the room, so like, are you gonna go to it and talk to it, or are you gonna go to the oil and then yell from there?
I'm gonna walk towards the oil as I'm talking to him.
Okay, so you're gonna back up and talk.
Yeah.
2,
That's fair.
5, 10, 15.
You can do that.
Okay. What do I do? What do I roll?
What are you gonna try to do?
Have him follow me.
Oh, so you're gonna try to persuade it to follow you.
/ talk to me.
Yeah, so roll for persuasion.
God dang it.
So what do you say though? What did you try to say?
I say.
Just like come follow me, or like
This
why is this? Like what's your plan?
I say,
hello.
come here.
Come here?
Come here. Yeah.
It does not seem to care.
Yeah. I rolled a 3.
What was it? A 6, I think.
Okay, fine. I'm still walking over there, though.
6 does
It's
so much.
It does not respond, but you gave it a good shot.
Okay.
Next person up is Dorben.
Dorben.
You are rolling on the floor, basically, blinded. So, what do you want to do?
Oh, that's him.
Sit up.
Okay.
I'm going to assess this situation.
Alright, you can't see anything. You hear things you shouldn't be able to hear. And you hear people, and you hear someone say, "Come here."
Come here.
I'm crawling.
You're crawling? He crawls towards you. You can, since I guess you're prone right now. Yeah.
Would you like half this normal?
Yeah, half your normal movement. You can move 15, so.
Alright, so moving 15 towards.
So moving basically halfway across the floor.
But towards the enemy, because he's like,
What you need to do is you need to...
I hear her voice, so I have to come.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna end like this.
Just see like this half
I thought it was gonna go like this.
Suddenly the thing starts to move.
Oh no.
It's its turn. It's going to make a few actions. The first one is it opens its mouth and it actually spits this spray of blackish oil that starts to fizzle and smoke as it hits things. And it's going to aim that one at... It's going to aim that one at the one who said something.
Oh no.
I'm
Jimmy,
far away, though.
You are far away, so it has
from him.
disadvantage. Let's see, what is that?
It might hit you.
I need you to make a
Go for the
dexterity
person
saving throw.
laying in front of it, but whatever.
19.
Oh yeah, you dodged that like nothing else.
There you go.
That said, it was really gross. It also has a few other moves because it is really, really dang fast. It reaches out a hand, which has a massive reach span, and it flicks Dorben because he's on the ground. You can't dodge because you're blinded and have no idea this attack is coming.
Can't even hear it.
So, it's going to make a roll. Oh goodness, no, it misses.
Dorben, no, not that way!
Its finger lances right by you into the ground and then just whips back, and you have no idea it ever happened.
You probably just like
Accidentally
It
crawled out of the way.
does another attack because it gets 2 attacks and there's.
I feel like this is a boss battle.
Oh yeah, well, what gives you that idea?
I have no idea.
All right, it's going to make an attack on Grog.
Why?
Josh, does a 14 hit your AC or not? Does that not beat it?
I have 18.
Yeah, no. So it lances a claw at you, and that just bounces off you.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That's its turn, and now it's Nakia's turn.
Alright.
Do I know where I came from or what I was doing before?
You're a bit confused. It's almost like something has eaten your memories.
Darn.
Sounds like a personal problem.
That said, you do know you were here for a reason, and you do know you did come here for a job. That's about all you can remember at the moment.
Wow,
it's a little
sounds
fuzzy.
like
It'll
you
come back
failed.
later. At least that's what you feel like.
Help us, giant dude.
Okay.
How tall are you?
He's like 3 times bigger than some of the little
I'm
characters.
8 feet tall. 8'2". Yeah, I'm just gonna yell at him and try to intimidate him. Go,
Give
Rawr!
me an intimidate check.
Intimidate.
Oh no! I rolled a 7, but I rolled a 2. So
That's a really low roll.
It's like the opposite. You have 5 on intimidate?
It does look at you, but that's about all it does.
I'm like a ghost.
It does not seem intimidated. In fact,
Okay.
you get the sense it's probably like, yeah, this is the right people to attack.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, now it's going to be a Crazy Berl's
Yeah,
turn.
finally. Alright, well, since I'm scared stiff and can't really move, can I at least try and study this thing, look for a weak point?
Sure.
Alright.
Give it an insight check. This would be insight.
Dang it, what did
keep getting those sucky rolls?
I don't know. It's your dice, not mine.
Try rolling
Actually, it is
on
my
the
die. Oh, no, it's
these
your
are
die.
mine.
Oh, shoot. It's cool.
I got 4.
Yeah, that doesn't do it for you. You just think it is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I can definitely
It's
see
on the
that.
character sheet.
14-year-old.
Absolutely terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
that's one of its abilities.
Prevent myself from
great.
my pants here.
All right, so back to the tournament. Ku, it's your turn again.
It's my turn. I feel like I'm behind everyone. I feel like with everybody in front of me, I can't really shoot my.
Yeah, sure you can. You just step to the side, and there you go.
That's
You
true.
can still maneuver. We don't block you.
Can I do the same thing though? Can I do an insight check on any weaknesses
Go for it.
that it
Roll
might
insight.
have?
It'll be your bonus action.
Wow. Yeah, that's only a 3. That ain't doing nothing.
You are also like, this thing is really, really alien. It does not look normal.
This is true.
Okay.
All right, Grog's turn.
I whip out both my warhammer and my cowbell, and
Okay.
beating my cowbell on my warhammer, I charge it.
All right.
I noticed
You're
the
gonna move
cowbell.
up. Can someone move Grog up to the creature? Because he can definitely move that
Wait, how
distance.
many? All of it?
Yeah, just roll
Probably.
to hit.
You have to first hit it.
Back. Hitting is half. Oh no.
Oh
In
no!
fact, it's 90% of the
Oh no!
I
That's a 1. Oh no!
You trip and just land on the ground.
Isn't that a
You find its
12?
turn, but you did
Wait,
totally miss.
wait.
That's a D12.
That was a D12.
Why'd you roll a d12, you madman?
I don't know which ones are which. Okay,
You can't possibly win with that.
this is a D10, right? That's a it has a 0 on it.
You need a d20 to roll.
Roll a d20.
You don't have any
You're only a
D20s.
D20?
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
a d20 to
For
hit.
an,
Oh wait, no.
to hit.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
The d20 is the main die of the
I
game.
still got a 4.
You basically still trip.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. About the same.
Doesn't do any damage, and it doesn't really notice. All right, Warren's turn.
Oh guys, we're not gonna do well.
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to get nervous.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm gonna try the longbow again. Oh no.
Oh no.
Rolling
Gosh darn it.
dice is fun.
Oh okay. That would be way too overpowered.
Darn it. Okay, it's 14 this time.
That does not hit, but just barely. Your hit would normally have hit it, and then suddenly it flickers, and you miss. Just goes right through it almost.
Okay.
There's more whimpering.
So
I
I,
feel like
guess you have to
there's
say you
something
dodged it. So much better than last time where you just missed.
Okay.
Next turn, Yala. What do you
Well,
want to
I
do?
want to get the bowl, scoop up the oil, and
So for you,
You're gonna have to pry it from my dead fingers, man.
oh, you have it?
alright, let's go play this out
Try
really fast.
asking
You have a very short conversation with Ku. What does it sound like?
Cool, I need that bowl so I can scoop up the oil.
What? No, it's mine.
We're gonna kill him with the oil
Why would the oil kill him?
because it's
It
magic
comes
and
from
he's
him.
magic.
It comes from
Warren joins in. You can have the bowl back afterward.
But it's
I'll give it
mine.
back. I'll give it back.
No.
Okay, you go.
Can
Can I just punch her and take the bowl?
You can. Let's roll a contest. Contest of strength. They really are fun.
I
Roll a contest.
just dodge because my dexterity is so much better?
Okay, she rolls. She can roll dex then. We'll roll dex because you're trying to dodge. She's good at dex, so she can roll that. So both of you roll dex, and we'll see who gets to have their way.
I got 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, well, I only got 15.
Yeah, so she snatches the bowl out of your fingers.
Hey!
Okay, I snatch it. I go scoop some oil, and then I go run behind the dude and.
I don't think she has that status and stuff.
I don't think you quite have enough
I don't think you
distance.
can go that far.
What?
You can only go 30 feet, which would be
Fine.
Most of the way.
I
Six of those times.
Six tiles.
like frisbee throw it at him.
So you can go 6 tiles for it.
Okay, give me
It's more effective than what I did, so.
I really want to follow her.
check.
A what?
Give me an athletics check because.
So roll your d20
This
and
is
then
going
add
to
your.
have to be a feat of athletic skill to hit that.
Athletics?
The
Yeah.
thing is, I'm a monk, so can I do it?
Someday, when you're at a higher level.
9 plus
Even
6
then, you'd be surprised how you can fail.
15.
Okay. I'll say that does hit it. It's not that hard to miss. It's 10 feet tall. All right. Give me a to hit roll though on like actually hitting it.
14.
14.
No, I got 10 plus
10.
4.
14. That doesn't actually hurt it. Some of the oil does splash on it, and you see it kind of wiggles a little bit, kind of in a gross, like sort of way, like ripples on the surface of like Jello.
Can like my character follow her as she runs towards it?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But
I don't know how far my character goes.
That's
You have
going to
to
take
wait
your
your turn.
reaction, so you can't do any other reactions until your next turn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to like do some kind of cool counterattack, you can't do that.
That's fine.
Okay. Just letting you know.
She's just running towards it because she wants her bull back.
I
That
love
is
all of the fallen people at this thing.
This has gone so well. This is not what I expected.
Is it ever?
All right, so that's Yala's turn. Now it's Dorben's turn. And Dorben, give me a roll to save with wisdom or charisma.
I got another, what is that? The same roll, 9?
Roll it again. You actually just dropped it. You need to roll a little bit farther.
It's worse.
8?
Oh, shoot. Well, you're still blinded, but you hear all this commotion going on. What do you do?
Anything that particularly stuck out? Something loud, something...
You just heard someone chuck something and have it bang against a wall.
I also
Probably
roll-
heard my character screaming no.
You heard an
also
argument
rolling.
about a bowl, and then you heard about boiling oil.
Pretty close to each other.
But you also heard somebody else start to whisper in your ear about how you're guilty. Someone maybe that you recognize. And that maybe you wronged in some past experience, or you feel you wronged.
Actually, there was a voice over there, and that was what I was doing before, and there's time for thinking later. So we're gonna keep going whatever direction I was going.
All right.
Which is that way.
So you go 15 that direction, which nobody's at anymore except for Warren.
2, 3.
Perfect.
You're not even getting up, you're
What
just
a
like
good fight.
crawling there with your
He's still blind, so he still has no idea. And even if he could see, he probably wouldn't want to. All right, next will be this thing's turn.
Oh, good.
All right, Grog, it's making an attack against you.
Can I-
You need to roll a dex save.
Can I react with my athleticism and stand up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume you were standing. It was more like a little trip.
Okay.
The whole idea was
My guy
you
was just on the
and then
floor,
you were
so
done with the turn.
All right. So what save?
Dexterity to dodge.
7.
That doesn't cut it. It releases a burst of gross oil.
Ooh.
And it blasts all over you, and it's the grossest thing in the world. And alright, let me see what I have to roll for this thing's damage. Oh, ouch, that's gonna hurt. Okay.
Does my armor class help at all?
No, not against this thing.
Darn it.
Because this attack is technically magical. Or at least it's treated that way.
Necrotic.
Alright, it does 3 necrotic damage.
Necrotic.
So, as this hits you, it feels like parts of you are dying.
You would have resistance to him.
Okay.
And now I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, these rolls are so bad. I'm never using your dice again.
You want to use this one?
What? No, I don't want to. Oh, well, I do, but not right now.
Maybe you should roll a bit more far to get a bit more like roll distance. That helps me.
Roll it in.
Mine usually doesn't.
Really?
I have
Yeah, the more distance
It
I
was
get, the
7.
worse it is.
7?
Yes.
Let me see what this happens if you fail this, but I'm pretty sure I know. But
Pretty sure I failed it. It's a 7.
alright,
It's probably
Josh,
the
you
same
are poisoned.
I am poisoned.
Hooray!
Alright. Then it's going to
Grog.
reach out and make an attack against Yala. Because
It's gonna attack me?
oh yeah, you threw something at it.
Okay.
It reaches
Where
out
did
with the
the
claw, and it's going to roll.
Bull's like right here.
Does a 15 hit you on your armor class? Is the 15 greater or lower?
It does not hit.
Does not hit.
The AC.
It lashes out with a claw, and you dodge it.
Nice. Do I get to
close,
react to it?
No.
Or do anything?
Sure, give me a d20, and you can use your.
I have some poison.
Huh?
I have poison.
Yeah, but that's not gonna. You're poisoned? No, like.
No, I have
She
poison.
actually carries some.
Yeah, but you're gonna react with poison?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some poison on it.
Oh, is that the goal? Then go for it. Roll me a.
What?
Roll
No,
to hit.
it's not. You don't like that.
Come on, it's fine. Roll.
Let's go.
Roll to hit.
What do I add? My dexterity?
Yeah, just your dex.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a cool mental
18.
image, though.
18?
18.
That hits. The poison. It was in
I
a
throw
vial.
it in his face.
Was it a vial or was it like a?
It's that red poison we got in the house. There's like green,
That's right.
that's like
Potion
health,
things, yeah.
there's
Oh yeah, I
anxiety.
have a gold
The
potion.
glass shatters as it impacts its face, and let's see. The poison deals.
That's a good question. You have to ask.
It takes 2 points of poison damage because it resists poison. So its flesh kind of goes a bit and kind of is gross.
Dang
but,
it, I'm just making it.
but frankly, you would think that would do a lot more to a normal person. That much is clear. Because that's a whole vial of highly dangerous toxins.
And it was a really cool move, by the way. It slashed and went. And whoosh!
You just dodged and one-shot that boy.
Yeah.
It wasn't much, but it was like
So
it was a
much
sassy
better than
move. I like it. All right, so now it's Dorben's turn. Unless
Wait, no,
No.
already went. It's,
oh my gosh, I'm
my
just confused.
turn.
it's
Nakia.
Nakia.
Nakia's turn, yes.
What's Nakia gonna do?
I'm gonna use my crossbow and shoot at him. That would be plus dex. A 5, that would be 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Darn.
In fact, that's low enough. It almost flicks it out of the air.
Hold on. Can I use the Tides of Chaos to make this advantaged?
Yeah, you can get that advantage. Roll again. Just so you know.
I rolled a 7 again. It's the same number.
It does. So that doesn't hit again. Your magic doesn't help you in that instance, and I get to choose next time you want that. I'm going to make you roll for the random table.
It's when I have. Is it when I have the long rest, or if I want to have it before the long rest?
If you want to have it before the long rest, I'll have to say yes, and you have to roll. It's
Okay.
great. Anyway, so that was
Make
one
a
of his
notation
sorcerer
about that.
abilities, if you didn't know. All right, so that's Nakia's turn, unless he has a bonus action he's going to take, which bonus actions are not necessarily very useful if you're not going to do
I
something
only have
else.
two-handed things, and my crossbow is
Yeah, two-handed.
I can't shoot twice.
Nothing else? You don't want to move? You don't want to do anything?
Nah.
Okay. Then it's next person's turn. We're going to go to Crazy Berl.
Oh boy.
Your turn.
I'm
What
gonna move over here to this oil. And I'm gonna dip my rapier in it.
Oh, that's good.
2, 3, 4, 5, because I got 25.
Okay. That's exactly your movement. That's awesome. You dip it in that. Your rapier is now poisoned.
Alright.
Do you have any distance weapons?
So now if you...
A short bow, but it takes strength, and I've got a -1 on that. My rapier goes off my dexterity, I think.
Yep, it's finesse.
So I get a +2, and I've got a higher chance of getting higher damage with it.
So your rapier will now poison things until it is cleaned.
That's awesome.
All right, Ku's turn.
That's my turn. Where's the bowl? Where did it clatter to?
Against the wall in the corner, right there.
Right there?
Hey, that's exactly what I imagined. Good job.
Cool, she's gonna move towards it.
All right, as you move towards it, are you going to move next to the thing, or are you going to try to go around?
I might take a swipe at it. Can I take a swipe at it on my way over to the bowl?
Absolutely, you can. Are you going to try it from the front? Or are you going to try to go around its back? Because I know you have the ability to move through larger creatures.
I'll go to its back.
Okay.
If I'm behind it, do I get to use a sneak attack?
You
now?
do get a sneak attack. I was trying to lead you there.
I don't know how to do sneak attack.
That's why I'm teaching you.
Cool. Teach me your ways. I
right.
assume I roll
Roll
a
the hit.
d20. That would be a Oh my gosh. 14.
14? What's your modifier for that? Is it, or did you
I
include
was
the
going to
modifier?
use my dagger for it, which the attack bonus is +3.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you advantage because it's actually been attacking everyone else besides you. So roll again.
Okay.
I'm being liberal because, you know.
Cool. I got a 12, so that's 15.
That does actually hit
Yeah.
in this situation,
Perfect. And a D4.
but only in this one. Anyway, roll damage.
2 plus Dex, which is 3, which is 5.
So you deal 5 damage to this thing. Roll a d6 as well, because she has sneak attack.
4.
All right, 9 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good.
And I'm still running to my bull. Because that was 3, right?
Yeah. So as you slash through its back or its legs, which one are you hitting?
The legs, because that's where I can
You
easily
get a
reach.
nice chink through its leg as you go by, because you're just like, you're mad and you're also looking for your bow, so you just kind of go by with the slash. It doesn't necessarily flinch or stumble, but the flesh doesn't like peel back. There's a cut appearing on its leg. It's starting to drip a bit from there.
Cool.
All right,
I'm more focused on my bull.
Grog's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna smash it.
You're gonna smash it, or you're gonna roll the hit then, I guess, with whatever weapon you're using.
But okay, so I still roll a d20 then.
Roll d20.
Okay.
If I
I'm just
tell
so
it roll,
confused
just
about
roll d20.
15.
All right, that'll hit.
Do I add anything to it?
Well, yeah,
Attack
you roll your
bonus.
dexterity.
Okay, so 17.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely nail it. What are you hitting it with?
The Warhammer.
Shoot, that's a nice warhammer. Where are you aiming?
Its head.
All right, roll for damage.
Grog makes a
What's your
comeback.
damage die?
D8.
Yeah, roll a d8.
What's the hit dice for? The D10?
That's your health.
Yeah, hit dice. Hit dice is your health.
Oh, okay. So
That's for healing,
okay.
particularly.
Yeah.
We'll worry about healing in a bit.
It's my D8.
Teaching.
If we get that far.
Don't get that far. You
We
guys are
might
doing
all
really well.
die.
You guys are doing great.
Okay, so what do I add to the D8?
Look how not dead we all are.
Your strength modifier. So plus proficiency. So 2 plus.
Since failing.
So 2 plus 5 is 7, plus whatever I roll.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
3, so that's 10.
Shoot, that's a 10.
Nice.
New record.
But I still have the most points so far.
That's pretty amazing.
Also, you guys are at
doing the
35
marathon
damage
award
to this
for-
thing so far.
Huh?
Wow.
You've done 35 damage as a group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been what?
three
Isn't that like
My
25 of that
You had
by
killed
me?
me 3 times.
No.
You did 9.
20. No, on my last one I did, but I also hit it with crossbow.
That's true. You've done like 14 of that.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Grog, do you
So
have
it hit
another
it in
move
the
you can
head?
do, or are
Is
you
that what
just done with that?
I am.
Who hit in the head?
I still have those little
Grog, just Grog.
vial things.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can throw one as a bonus action. I'll give it to you.
Which one do I throw? Because I don't know what they are. I didn't.
Your character does neither.
I know. I didn't have
Would your character throw a vial? Which one would he throw? The green one or the red one?
The green is like him, so he would. Throw the red one.
Please don't.
He throw the red one.
All right.
Like him.
Red was poison, correct?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's one she.
I thought red was health.
Oh, red is
I have
health.
green as
She
well.
threw the red one at it, and it didn't.
I had green as anti-venom.
That's what I remember.
Okay, well, which
She
one
threw
was
the red one and
poison?
did
As it is, green will
She
now
had
be
poison.
green will now be poison. Red will now be health. So
Okay.
you throw the red one.
Well, but she threw the red one and it hurt it.
Whichever
She
one
did.
she threw. She
In fact,
specified the poison one.
I've modified that a bit, so
She did specify poison.
she
not
did
so much-
specify the poison one. So just pretend you threw a poison one instead. You kept the health one no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I would maybe have the intelligence to know that whatever she had thrown did damage, so I'll throw whatever she threw. And we'll just roll that.
You should just roll the one you were originally rolling. Come on, it's gonna be cool.
The health one?
Oh yeah.
No.
Go ahead, do it.
roll.
Do it.
Roll to hit. Dexterity plus d20.
That's 4.
It's gonna miss.
It's gonna miss. That was my.
You throw it and it just splashes on the wall. I mean, what do you expect? It's a flare.
Gosh, dang it! And just like threw it. Yeah, okay.
You thought it was. You thought you had it lined up, but you might not have actually had it lined up.
That is just fine. Okay.
I'm sorry. All right, Warren's turn.
Okay, he's gonna head over to the wall as well as try another firing. That's a natural 20. Okay, so that hits.
Nailed it. Yeah, you're gonna hit. You're gonna roll 2 of your damage dice instead of 1.
Yes. I think it's 1d8 piercing damage.
Yeah, so you roll 2d8 piercing damage.
Is this a d8?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like a d8.
Those are tight.
Okay, 7 and 4.
11 damage, huh?
Alright. May I also, with this turn, grab one of the red torches off of the wall?
You can try. Give me a strength check.
Oh boy. Let's see, 15, 16.
That'll do it. Rip it right out. The socket just isn't there anymore. The torch is in your hand, but where it was fastened to is gone.
Weird. Okay.
What are you gonna do? Just have a torch?
I'm not close enough to try and throw it at him, but I'm going to try and throw light at him to see what it does. But, I guess I can continue moving. Where was I? Here?
Oh, yeah.
So I moved about 15 feet, and I'll continue 15 feet toward him. Well, I wouldn't go straight toward him, let's be honest here. Let's go over here. Kind of like back around a little
I
bit.
feel like you're a scared cat. I love it.
That's totally fine.
I love it.
So is that your turn?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I love how crazy our
Yala, it's your turn
I love
again.
how crazy our group is.
Okay, I want to say, hey, Berl, give me your poison weapon.
No, I'm the one that's got the finesse with this thing.
You know, Jenny, you might want to try doing monk
handle
things and hitting it.
Monk things?
Yeah, like, you know, your ability to attack it with your short sword or punch it.
Yeah,
maybe
but
both.
she has the poison on her sword, and I'm
But you
right
just
next
threw
to
poison
it.
at
You are across the room from her.
Yeah, you're all the way over here, and I'm
Jenny, I
right
think
here.
we have a problem with you like trying to grab things from people. This is like number
Well,
2.
they're not trying to work with me. Why don't you just want to give me the sword so I can
Because
kill
number
him?
one, I've got the finesse with the rapier. I'm better with it than you
No,
are.
you're
Jenny-
not. I'm
Jenny,
good
I'll
with
say
it.
this. You don't have proficiency with a rapier. And
I
you know
do.
this.
Yes, I do.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Let me check this out. Monks
Proficient
shouldn't
with
have that.
rapiers, short swords, and hand crossbows.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't have. It should be simple weapons, to be honest. But hey,
I think she's sizist and she's trying to like beat up the little people.
oh, so you do have proficiency.
That
Fine.
kind of feels like.
Fine.
so.
I
Poison
say.
your own rapier. It's not my fault you didn't think to do that before you try to talk to the thing.
Fine, you won't. You're just trying to kill us all, so I'll go over there and get my own rapier and the poison.
I think you can probably reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like you can reach it. You should be fine.
Speed?
Yeah, base
30
speed.
feet, yeah.
Alright, you should be able to reach it. That brings you all the way over here.
Okay, so I just dip my rapier in that poison.
Do you have any distance weapons that you can also use while you're at this point? Any longbows or crossbows?
What about a dagger? Can I throw that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can dip that in poison and throw that. In fact, they're light and throwing, so they're good at throwing.
Okay, I
And
dip
it's
it in
definitely
the
in throwing
poison,
range.
and then I throw it at him.
All right.
At
Daggers
his
are simple,
face.
right?
Roll to hit. Dexterity.
Daggers are simple, right?
Yeah, they're simple, they're light, they're
Plus your
finesse, they're
Yeah,
also
so that
throwing.
would be plus your.
They're like everything. Daggers can do
They
anything.
are the
I just
utility
got
weapons.
13.
Yeah, everyone has a dagger. Like, just
I got 2.
so
Plus your
17?
dexterity?
I got 2 too.
13.
Plus your dexterity?
What was your
I wish I could use both in like 2 hands.
Four.
I think I might.
So you got 17? Or did you roll a
No,
9?
I
plus
got
4?
9.
Okay.
Darn.
So that's not going to actually hurt it. It just doesn't hit it. The attack was nice, but it's just not accurate enough.
Gosh dang it.
That said, I mean, the dagger's stuck in the wall.
Still poisoned, ready to be retrieved.
Cool.
So there's a dagger sticking out of a mirror, and now it's
my
endlessly
bowl.
reflected in the mirrors. That's how cool that is. Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, I'm
Alright,
done.
because all the walls are
Yala,
mirrors.
you can't make any other moves, I guess, because you're not in melee range. Sorry, you don't get to punch it for free. Dorben, your turn.
Okay, so I'm an idiot. I just realized I'm in darkness and then cast light.
First off, roll to save your wisdom before anything else, so that you may be not blinded. Please roll well.
14 plus 6.
That will do it. That'll do it.
Finally.
I can see.
You can see.
Everybody
Finally,
can see.
things come into vision, and it's red light, mirrors everywhere. People are stumbling about and trying to hit this 10-foot tall, emaciated figure with black eyes and like no human natural features.
That's a lot to take in.
It is a lot to take in 6 seconds.
How about we just randomly cast something fun, like command? I don't know what that does. I think it's just single target. Shoot, I should look at this.
I think it's trying to make someone do what you want them to.
Like, stop.
Make it punch itself. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!
I'm gonna pull up the computer so
I thought we could all see pretty well once the torches all came
It's
into light.
like they brought a dim light, kind of light to the room. Like we
Sorry,
could
I
see
feel
better
so
than
evil,
before,
but
it was
this
still
really
connected.
wasn't supposed to be this hard in my mind.
I say stop to the big black thing, and it has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Or follow the command on its next turn.
Okay.
It has no effect if it's undead, if it doesn't understand my language, or if my command is written.
Is it an undead?
You wouldn't know that unless you won the insight checks. Which you didn't.
Which you didn't.
So I shout stop at the thing.
Alright, and what's your AC again? What's the DC? So what's the spell DC for it to beat?
14.
I'm just
14,
gonna put
huh?
that there.
Alright. Well, even if it did fail, which it did fail technically the test, it resists that somehow. So you know the spell and you know why it may not work. Alright. So draw your own conclusions.
I'm standing up, and I'm walking away from it. Just to the wall.
This way? This way?
Yeah, the first way.
This is the short way, okay.
As a person.
What are you gonna do?
Which person is that over there?
I mean, you tried to cast a spell and it didn't affect it, so that was your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
There.
I don't think I have anything I can do.
Okay.
So I think that's it.
Well, there are some spells, you never know. Alright, it gets to go now. Woohoo!
I'm the only one left next to it.
It's going to
I'm
spit.
kind of by it. Going after the bull.
It's going to make a spit attack at, I think, Warren, actually. Warren's moved into its vision range, so it does see you. It's
The
going
nice
to
thing about being tiny.
Alright, roll to dexterity save.
15.
That is enough to dodge. So you dodge a spray of really gross vomit again. And, well, I mean, people are dodging this left and right. It's getting nasty, little spots all over the mirrored rooms. And
Except for just Grog.
Just Grog.
Just Grog.
It slashes out a hand at just Grog. Does a 20 hit your AC?
At 20?
Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit my AC.
Because that was a nat 20,
It's also
so
because
you're in
you
trouble.
have all your
20
focus
does
on
hit
this
me,
bowl,
yes.
and
Alright,
you
let
haven't
me
done
see.
anything to draw its attention.
Well, no, I attacked it.
Okay.
I just sneak
Flashed
attacked
its
it.
knees.
You sneak attack.
Oh, that's a really nice roll for 2d4, let's just be honest with you. It does 3 damage to you.
3?
Yeah, 3. Hold on, though, because it rolled the nat 20, it actually has an effect to that. You take 1 bonus damage as well.
I thought they were double.
And then it's going to make another attack.
Roll the one.
It did. It's 2d4 and it rolled a 3 out of potentially 8. Yay. Okay, and then it makes its another claw attack, this time at Ku, because it knows where you were after you cut it.
Ah!
So it's going to roll 1d20.
Just a little distracted.
Yeah, that does not hit. Unless 2 beats your AC, which I don't think it do.
Nope.
Is it possible?
It misses and
It's
just
really great because she's not even looking at
it like blindly just whips out its hand and just like swats at a fly on the corner, and it totally misses you. But it knew you were there, and maybe that causes you some consternation. I don't know, maybe not. You probably.
She's really focused on the bowl.
Fair enough. All right.
That means that it's
Its
not
turn is
looking
gone.
at me.
Nakia, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, get ready.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Frostbite on him,
All right.
which is a 13 Constitution.
Oh shoot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he fails that one.
So he's going to take 1d6 damage. Do you want me to roll that?
Oh yeah, roll for it.
Here's motto when you flame.
1.
I knew I recognized it. No.
1 damage, and
It's actually not.
he also has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
It's not Elder Scrolls?
Nope. Yeah, just tell me something.
So they were telling you it did 1 damage.
Yeah, 1 damage and.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Oh, cool. So I'll write that down. Dis. Got it. Dis attack. Sounds so formal. Alright, so he takes 1 damage and. Alright, guys. Everyone notices now it's getting a little bit drippier. A little bit more blood, a little bit more oil, a little bit more stench in the room, and maybe eyes start to, like, get a little wider. Alright, so
Eyes get
Nakia,
wider.
wider as in they start to get a bit bigger.
His eyes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're larger.
Ours.
You looked a little surprised. My girlfriend drew her eyebrows too high. She looked a little surprised.
Big item out.
Alright, now it's gonna be Crazy Berl's turn.
Yay, okay.
Oh,
gonna do?
crazy barrel.
Am I able to bypass my 25 distance if I try and sneak over to him?
If you're trying to sneak to him, you can't
imagine
go
that would
farther
make
than
it slower.
your walking distance at stealth.
Dang it.
I mean, it wouldn't give you a bonus movement speed for stealth.
I was hoping I might be able to.
No,
Well,
but you could easily walk there and
1,
stealth there.
2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite close enough to hit him yet.
Nope.
No distance weapon?
Yeah,
Well,
she has daggers. She could throw them.
I don't think I want to though.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you.
Do clerics have the ability to turn?
Yeah, I think I'll just try to
Turn
keep
on
on his
that?
good side.
I think they do. I think it's one of their earlier abilities, Channel Divinity or something.
Do you have a finesse on it? Yeah, alright, I'll throw the dagger.
Okay.
So it's D20 plus, because it's finesse, that's going to be dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Come on, D20, don't fail me now. That's a 9.
Did it fail
I think it
you?
would be a
It
spell.
does. That's a 9.
That does not hit.
I didn't think it would.
Another dagger right next to the other one.
You have to like.
Where are those daggers?
Right behind the guy.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
that. Not in the doorway that it's blocking, but definitely against the wall just to the side. Almost in the door frame, really.
Like on my side or the other side?
My side.
Alright, so that's resolved. Dagger throwing is gone.
Okay, so
Kugo?
Yeah, I pick up my bowl again. And I stuff it in my bag. Can I make another sneak attack?
Can I put it on?
It knows you're there now. Sneak attack, you're gonna have to do something like hiding, and that'll take your bonus action for this turn.
Well, I can't hide. There's nothing to hide.
Undead person.
You can try to like blend in and like
I
creep
think your
closer,
trance replaces
but it's
your
gonna have
ability to
disadvantage to try and hide. There's not a lot of ways to hide.
Nope. I'm just gonna.
So.
What you gonna do? You have your bowl now?
ability that is?
I do.
No.
I do have my bowl, and I'm really excited. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go up to the monk. No, I'm just gonna throw my dagger from here. I have to.
Yeah, boost a confidence.
I'll throw one of my 2 daggers at
Roll to
him.
hit.
I will roll to hit.
Your bowl is like fighting for your family.
Something like
That's a 21.
21?
Yep.
That definitely hits. Roll damage. That's 1d4, I think.
Yep.
I
Plus
think it replaces your ability
Plus
to
dex,
sleep,
Myself
which
in a
is
trance.
4?
yeah.
Ginny.
For like when you're sleeping.
Well,
it
4
replaces
damage.
your ability to sleep so that you can sleep in far
yeah,
fewer
because
hours.
you're a drow. Right.
So you can meditate
You
and
get a
sleep.
full rest
half as
in the
long.
half of the
Oh,
time.
I
the
thought
rest
it was
Alright,
like
is that your turn then?
someone.
Or are we gonna move to the next turn? So,
Okay.
My
there.
Grog's turn?
Okay, Grog is gonna go grab the poison-coated dagger from the wall.
First one.
As you move to do it, it makes an opportunity attack because you're moving way too close to it.
I thought it was on the other side, so.
That's the one I threw.
I don't
Do you
know
not
about
want to make that decision now that you know?
No. Well,
Time reverses.
I was assuming it was on the side next to me, so.
Look, here. One is
Do
on
you
each
even
side
really
of the door.
know that
you
it's
can go to one, but
poisoned?
you'd still take an
the one
opportunity
that,
attack.
well, the one that they threw that had black stuff on it.
You're still going to be moving
I
through
assume
its
it's
range, no matter which side it's on.
Okay. So opportunity attack.
You're in its zone of party.
Well, I've already did the action, so I'm gonna.
All right. It rolls a 1, so it totally misses, and maybe it looks a little embarrassing, like just flying. Yeah.
Okay. So I take the dagger, but then I'll hit it with my warhammer again.
Is your one-handed one-handed or two-handed?
He's like, I'll take the dagger.
Sweet.
And then I'll just hit
All right, roll the hit.
Alright. Yeah. 15.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Damage it!
And it's the D8.
It's already
How do you know
bloody.
which ones are?
I've done like half the damage. It makes me happy.
No, D8.
There you go. We're doing well.
Yeah, T8's the weird one.
It's dripping.
It's drippy!
We're doing well. I'm encouraged by it.
Nobody's dead yet. That's fantastic.
I know, right?
I did learn this practice. It does kill people.
8.
8? Oh, dang, 8 damage.
Well, I rolled a 1, but I have like 5 strength and 2 proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah, so that's a lot of damage.
That's like the lowest I can.
That's a lot of damage.
All right.
I love you!
Any bonus thing you can do?
What bonus things?
Any bonus actions that you have?
Like the dagger thing?
Oh, yeah, you took that.
Can I throw it at it?
No, I mean, I guess the
I was just
and you
thinking
did
about
an
what
attack.
Chris gonna
I
do
think that
next.
counts as your bonus action.
Okay.
Because
Grog
removing
just
it from
moved
the
right
wall
in front
probably
of
took a
her.
bit of strength.
That's true.
He has his
Explode in
What is
half.
strength?
Okay. Gonna head closer.
He's in front of me and he has his cowbell
Probably
out.
about there.
So if we don't kill the monsters.
I'm going to try and
I'm worried.
hurl.
Yeah, that worries.
Oh, actually, remember, his cowbell's still covered in, like, little...
No, it wasn't.
No, he took it out.
Get out.
took
It
it
was
out?
part of my war attack. I sort of,
You fool!
Anyway, I'm going to try hurling this torch at him.
my
All right,
is
roll the hit.
basically held in.
Oh, crap. That bounced off of another dice. Does that count?
Well, that wasn't it. That was a 12. You need to roll your 20.
No, this is... I rolled it, it bounced off the d12, and I got a crappy...
Well, then roll it again. Just don't do it again.
Okay, I got a 10 this time, plus what?
Plus your
Dexterity?
dex.
Okay, so 13?
13? That does not hit it. You throw the torch, and it just sort of whacks the torch out of the air. Just like...
It's like ninja skills. It was like, ow.
Alright, I'll use the rest of my turn to try and fire another bolt at him now that I don't have a torch anymore. 18 is what I rolled.
18 hits it. Roll for damage.
Okay, 1d8.
This one doesn't get a strength bonus, though, I think, because it's ranged, or does it get one? I think it gets one.
It's ranged. I don't think. I don't know.
I think the rule is it doesn't, but I think it should. But roll anyway, just roll the not dying, do that straight.
Okay, so 4 damage.
4? Okay. Dang, you guys are really chipping down this thing. It's taking a long time. Like,
Slowly but surely, man.
We'll get there.
We're level 1, okay? We don't have any spells.
My character's done like a lot during this fight. Like,
Considering
For not
that you've been
trying to do things,
fixated
you
on
did
a
a
bowl the
lot.
whole time.
it's kind of great.
Alright, moving on. That's it.
okay, your turn's done. Yala, your turn. No, Yala.
Can I just persuade it to move?
That's going to be your bonus action. Use persuasion, give me a roll
It's
d20.
like the same spell that I have, like where you just touch it and it becomes.
Plus your persuasion.
11.
11. That doesn't really do much to it. It does look at you, though.
Okay. Look. Is that all I got?
That's all you got for that bonus action.
Okay, so
It
now you
wasn't
have
good
a
enough
normal
to convince
action.
it.
A normal action? I just want to throw weapons at him. Twice.
You want to throw weapons?
Yeah.
You have a dagger, right?
Oh, I had a dagger. Do I not have it
Did you
anymore?
throw your dagger?
Yeah.
Then you can't throw it because you don't have it.
What about my short sword?
Do you have a short sword?
It's not a thrown weapon. You would roll and you would not get proficiency bonus because it's not supposed to be thrown.
You should just pin it down.
You should just
I should punch it? That sounds so stupid.
You're a monk. Half your life has been training to punch it.
Yeah,
You're very deadly with your...
Punching things is like your thing.
Okay.
At least you would be confident in knowing that you could punch really hard.
I rolled a 10.
That doesn't actually hurt it though.
So
10 plus 4?
14.
Yeah, no, that's just it almost hit it, but it dodged it just the last second.
Okay, do I do it again?
Yeah, you can roll again if you want to
yeah,
punch
because
it.
you have two actions.
2 punchies.
That's worse.
9.
You know, it's starting to get really fast now. It dodges that one like even easier. It knows your punches now. You feel. It's getting in your head. Is that your turn, or do you want to...
I guess.
You can use your bonus action to, I think, make another another melee attack.
Another punching him?
Yeah, another try to punch. You can make a lot of punches. Monks can kind of do a lot of stupid attacks.
Oh my gosh. 15.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
4.
Plus dexterity or...
Yeah, plus your dex and
8.
proficiency, so 10.
Oh. Okay, 10.
So yeah, that's 10. That's actually a lot of damage. Holy cow. That's 1 hit, by the way, Jenny.
Telling you, your punches are
Your punches
crazy.
are really, really strong. And that's, I think, your turn.
Okay.
All right, Dorben, your turn.
Yeah, because you can do 2 actions and then you can have an unarmed strike as a bonus action, so you can do 3 punches.
Mess kit, cast light on it, and just chuck it. No, distracts it or something.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
you have your bonus.
You do, and give me a...
I'm not sure if you get the bonus for the D4.
Let's see, how are you going to toss it? How do you intend to get its
might.
distraction?
I don't know.
You going to hit in the face, or are you going to try to make noise?
I don't know.
Hit it.
All right, give me a athletics check,
Alright.
because this is going to take force.
No, I guess it would be.
Athletics.
Yeah,
0, so I rolled a 6.
that is a lot of damage.
You throw it, and it doesn't really go very far, and it kind of was off, and it's probably not making much noise. Or hitting it.
It's glowy though.
It's glowy! Everybody, there's a glowy mess cake that just rolled around on the floor. Just the
I
spoon.
feel like he'd be really interested in stealing a shiny spoon.
Yeah, so now there's a glowing spoon on the floor.
There's a glowing spoon?
It's
Not
extremely
your
bright
turn yet.
though.
Huh? I
It
know.
gets to go. And suddenly, for a moment, as it's starting to bleed more and more, it sprouts 2 more arms.
Okay.
Either that or it's moving a lot faster, perhaps. Alright, let's see. That's a miss. It swings wildly at 2 of you. Let's see, who's closest?
Not me.
Most
Grog,
people.
it misses you. Who's next closest? Jenny? 12 doesn't hit your AC, does it?
No.
Nope. So it misses you. You dodge a claw. It rolls again. It misses somebody else. We'll just pretend that person was Berl. And then it nails a nat 1 on that. Oh my goodness, what accuracy. And it aims for Warren on this one, and it just hits the wall next to it. It's really like just wildly flailing now. And there's oily blood going everywhere.
It's good to know that it's having trouble rolling too.
However, it's going to make a spin attack that's perhaps longer and stronger than the last one's. And it's just going to throw it at everybody in sight.
Okay.
So everyone who's within 10 feet of it, so basically...
And so you got, I guess,
everyone but Nakia and Dorben has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, am I within 10 feet
yeah,
though?
like, how many spaces is this guy taking up?
He takes up, well, right now he's taking up like 20. But he's taking 10 by 10.
10 by 10?
So that's
Yeah,
like,
I was going corner
'Cause he's a
distance for
medium?
your range.
I
He's actually a huge...
feel like my
enemy.
character is still out of range of that, if it's 10
Not
feet.
large.
yeah, she's
I'm not in range.
You're not?
I'm not. I'm in the corner.
Just the other 4 of us. So
Good luck for you. Everyone roll dex saving throw.
14.
Oh, wait, I don't know.
I got
so you don't get it.
23.
Once again.
17.
Oh, shit. So everyone dodges that.
Oh, wow.
So basically, everyone's dodging really well this
And
round.
then we all
Let's
do
just
like
put
a
that way.
ninja pose. All simultaneously. That's how
But
we
as
knew we
the
were meant to
stench
be the
gets
same.
worse and worse in this room, and there's no real air outlet, I'm gonna need every single person in the room to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Haha, I can do those.
13.
13.
19.
8.
I rolled a 13.
26.
Grog's used to this. Let's just start with that. Anyone who rolled less than 10,
good with.
you take 2 damage.
Okay.
That's necrotic, by the way. If you resist necrotic damage, which some
I
of us
can
do.
feel my
He
nose
does,
dying.
but you guys don't. So you guys take 2 points of damage. And that's its turn. There you go. That was its super awesome final boss moment.
What
Super awesome final boss moment.
How much I lost or gained in here? So then, like, I can
I'm
add it
assuming
up.
you're hoping that it dies this
Minus
next round.
whatever damage.
Well, it's only going to get worse from here anyway.
So now you have
5. Fair.
You can do whatever works for you.
Anyways. Alright, who's
I just
next?
do
I'm
that.
kind of just waiting for people to be done missing and dodging, because at this point it's just like, you're all fast, we get it.
Is it my turn now? Or is
It is your
Trevor's?
turn.
Well, I'm going to, out of my little pouch, get a little drop of water, and then shoot it at him as a piece of ice,
Oh boy.
and cast Ice Knife.
All right.
And,
Don't you have to roll the hit for that?
yep,
Okay.
my rolls are +5, 15. 15 to hit.
15?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Yeah, that hits.
1d10 damage.
Ouch.
When is it gonna
Roll
die?
high.
A lot of damage.
How many damage?
Uh,
It's already
8
bloodied,
damage.
so it's already half dead.
8 damage, and he failed, right?
Yeah, he failed.
How close is everyone? Is anyone closer than 5 feet to him?
It looks like the drow is.
Possibly.
No.
The nervous laughter.
Each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw.
That's great for teamwork.
So it would be him, I think,
Yeah,
as
you're
well.
making great first impression here.
So he does a dex save throw, I think, and so does
I do?
you. And
No,
if
he
they
does not make that. He doesn't even get close.
2d6 damage.
2d6? Alright, roll that. Ice Knife, it's a spell slot though. It's not
Yep.
something he can just do.
8 damage. So total was 16 damage.
Shoot, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Whew. Yeah, he's really bloody now. This is the splurt of like this horrid oil just all over the wall. And it's almost as gross as anything else it's done. But you can tell, there's not much flesh left to be cutting
My
on this
reaction
thing.
is a slow clap.
Is it?
That's my react.
So, now it is Crazy Girl's turn.
Into little bits of
Alright, now if I was to attempt
coming
to
at you.
sneak with my attack, could I get a bonus?
You could, because he is very distracted with that.
So I roll for sneak. Stealth, I guess that is.
The music is swelling, so do good.
It's a 10.
A 10, well, it is distracted. Roll again, because you have advantage.
That makes 18.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I'll come over
It
here
has no idea.
and I'll come up behind them. And then I'm going to use my
I'm
rapier.
going to narrate what I'm doing so he knows what's going on.
So I'm going to use my poison rapier. Okay. That's a 12 plus dexterity, I believe, which is 14.
You do have advantage.
I do.
You have like super advantage, because it just took an ice knife to the face. So roll again. This is your last advantage, though.
Oh boy. I don't see it, no.
It's right. But it's just hard to hit.
She is really.
It's probably like vibrating in place. That's how angry it is. It's just like twitching in all these horrid ways. And you would have normally done a normal attack, and you just stabbed through thin air because this thing is moving in ways that shouldn't be possible.
Great. Well, it's right. I'm gonna be like the only one here that can't hit the gate.
Nobody can.
You're saying I have hit
You
it.
can't hit anybody else, and you can't hit it. It's just been this whole like dance back and forth.
I've hit it.
She's saying she's the
That's
only
true.
one who can't.
Alright, is that Bro?
I know. He's saying nobody's hit it.
I'm saying you've made a lot of attacks that have missed. Okay, now it's Coos.
Now it's my.
What are you gonna do? It's super
She's
bloody.
gonna try stealing my cowbell.
Or the shiny spit.
We all know.
Okay.
It's fine.
Question though.
Shiny soon.
Can I try to hide behind him and do a sleight of hand check?
You can, if you want.
As much as I want to try and do a sneak attack, that's what my character would do.
Your character would go for the cowbell instead of the giant murder monster. Alright, okay. This is very
She probably feels she's done enough to the murder.
Remember that thing where we did the things and it
Oh
said...
no, I'm aware. I'm just trying to see how you want to interpret it. Alright then.
She really wants... It's bronze.
You're gonna roll for both stealth and sleight of hand for this, but you have advantage on stealth because Grog is distracted.
Yeah, with the giant monster.
So my...
She should be killing, but let's just be fair. She's
My
a klepto.
But if I'm hiding, then I can do a sneak attack again if it gets around to it. That's a 14 on my
This will
stealth.
take your action to take the cow.
I know.
Okay, 14?
14 for stealth, yeah.
I'd just say that'll work.
Okay. That's a 19 for sleight of hand.
Alright, well, she has lifted the cowbell.
No.
But Grog, you get to make a perception check because you were holding the cowbell. I was. So if you roll basically not terribly, then you'll be aware.
But there's a 19 sleight of
17.
hand.
Yeah, you know what happened, but you don't have the ability to make a reaction until your turn.
My turn's next. So
Yeah. So it's your turn.
I turn around. And I still have my warhammer in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit Ku with my warhammer.
All right. Roll
It's the
to hit.
most valuable thing that I have. We knew this was gonna happen.
We did.
No, I don't hit. I have a 3. Well,
He misses.
5.
My dodge was 18, so...
Yeah, so you dodged very well.
You just throw right above her head.
Yeah, she just ducks right under that.
Right.
That said,
Not
it
even
does get
ducks.
the creature gets an attack of opportunity against both of you because you're both in the same radius of its clutch.
But I'm behind him.
Doesn't matter. These hands are 10 feet long, by the way.
What's the attack of opportunity? What do we do?
It's going to roll to hit twice. Let's see. That's failed twice.
I feel
It
like
strikes
this is from
twice,
RuneScape.
and it actually goes around both of you, but that's because you guys are so just fighting over this cowbell so much.
I'm not gonna be denied this cowbell.
I guess not. It's like fate is aligned so no one can hit anything in this game. Oh. Alright, so that's the attack opportunity. Warren, make your move.
Okay. And all hell breaks loose at this point.
Okay. I'm grabbing this torch from this section of the wall.
Alright?
I guess.
Because you've already done it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let you do it because you know you can.
Equal strength. Okay. And I'm gonna throw it at him. That's gonna be a dexterity check. No, another 13.
Yeah, just another torch bangs off this thing's head and doesn't matter.
Alright. Now you all hear grumbling noises as he gets ready to shoot another arrow. Because what else?
And then we all become best friends because we've gone through this thing together.
Okay.
Yeah,
With the
Turn it
creature,
off.
so we're all just like chums and
12.
sit on the couch. And
you shoot an arrow and it misses. As before, it's just getting crazy and weird. And this thing has done like at least 4 different like head jerks in the last like second. Frankly, you're just not sure where this thing is moving anymore. And you're not sure what it's doing because you've never seen an animal move like this.
Okay. That uses up my turn as far as.
Alright, Yala, your move.
I want to punch it so hard that it falls.
All right, roll to attack.
Very specific. I like the
I mean, you can short
goal
sword it or
setting
whatever
you got
weapon
going
you
on.
have, but punch will do.
What do I do? Dexterity?
Add your proficiency and your dex, because it's an attack for you.
Yeah, but it
So
hits.
that's 20.
20? Yeah, that nails it. Roll damage. That's a 1d4, and then you add a whole bunch of numbers to it.
4 plus dexterity, right?
Yeah, dex, and I think you also get like a bonus because
it's
you're a monk
10.
and it's stupid.
Please let this work. I want this
So
to
you
end
hit
with her just
Are you
punching it
punching
into the
so
floor.
hard in this moment that you can tell something went wrong because you punched right through its flesh and there's just oil everywhere.
That's really
And
gross.
so how do you want to end this? Because it's technically dead.
It's dead?
Yeah, you've killed it.
The battle has ended with you just punching it into the floor.
It's not even that.
Just like
You just
shooting at it and she
punch
just
through it
stomps
and
up
it stops moving.
No, it didn't, Tom.
The way this works is she punched through this thing and it's no longer moving. So is that all you wanted to do, or just wanted to punch it a bunch, or just you wanted to just let it fall in dramatic fashion?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you get the how
dramatic
do you want to do this.
satisfaction. I'm
Well, all right.
standing on it.
She rips his like in Mortal Kombat.
And
You hear this narrative voice.
and then we just look at each other.
Let her do that if she wants. It's dead. It's really, really dead.
Yeah, I'm just standing on it, and that's all.
She's like, I have conquered the beast.
And with that, the room kind of shrinks a bit.
How much does it shrink?
The room shrinks?
Oh yeah, shrinks massively. Within a few seconds, the entire room pulls together, kind of like what happens when you, roll up an umbrella or, rapidly tighten the sheets of a bed together, and it kind of creates sort of a bag. The whole room just clumps together. Everyone's forced together into a room that's about 10 by 10 feet. The creature, however, is ejected into the hallway because it's too large to fit in this whole mess of people.
Just pile everybody in there.
The lighting goes on, and the mirrors
All of our
actually
various pointy bits.
have vanished. Most of the mirrors are gone. There's only one on each wall now.
What? Oh, okay.
The pedestal's gone.
Hey.
The bowl remains, though.
Because it's in my bag. What
can
about all the
write down
I need to
those.
write that down.
The
What?
bowl's 1 gold piece. It's
Bowl.
not necessarily huge pricing.
Are all of the bones gone?
The bones are gone.
Okay.
And with that, you've actually found something interesting, though. On this creature was a key.
But we have to get into the whole.
Oh yeah, but in your mass of people, you found that this creature had a key around it somewhere, or at least in the room now. There's a key.
Ooh, can I find it?
Who discovers it?
Everyone roll, I guess, perception. We'll see who gets to find the key first, because you're all fucked up.
I'm not.
Perception or investigation?
18.
Suffice to say, I
It's gonna
did
be
not.
perception, because this is fast.
11.
Yeah, not enough.
18?
That's cool.
I got 18.
Cool.
You got it.
She gets the key.
Wait, we didn't hear the others' rolls.
No, yeah, we
Nothing.
did. Yeah.
I got
Everyone said they got less. I'm just gonna trust that's true. You hold on to that key, that'll be valuable.
Okay, can I also pick up the spoon?
You can pick up the spoon.
Can I pick up my
That
dagger?
said, he knows you picked up the spoon because you're right on top of him.
You probably can. The battle's over, so you can just
I just
grab
get
it
my
off the
own
wall.
So what happens now, guys?
I'm gonna
I
get
also
out
pick
of
up
the
my
room.
dagger.
I'm like, I need to
I'm
breathe.
gonna use my
Whoever's right in front of me,
her.
I just grab their hand and is like, hey, I'm not
Intimidate her into giving my
Yeah, I was gonna use
intimidate.
persuasion on him.
Here we go. I'm gonna intimidate.
Are we already in fighting?
This is a big deal, though. This is a big deal. Okay.
We already,
Considering
when
that
we
we're
were
sitting
making
across from
characters,
each
we
other.
knew
I'm
this
gonna
was gonna
kind
be
of
a.
step over you and get out of the
All
room.
right. So my intimidate's 15.
I don't know what
Are
I.
you intimidating?
You need to roll
Give my
charisma.
cowbell back.
I roll charisma.
Yeah.
Like I look over to
Unless
her
you
and I'm
want to
like,
roll wisdom to try and say that you can, like, outlast it.
Have wisdom. Yeah, that's only a 8.
Yep, this is
so I look at you and I glare at you and I grab my cowbell and I put it back on my belt.
Wait, can I persuade in that same instant? Like, be like, hey!
He's too intimidating. You maybe, but no, like, yeah, he's kind of, the cowbell's just too much important to him to just, like...
Trust is gone. The trust is gone.
I'm sure he thinks you're okay,
a moment of weakness.
but the cowbell's his now, like...
Yeah, the cowbell.
He cares more about the cowbell, I assume, than you.
It's more just like, I want to persuade him that we're still friends.
Okay, go for it. Roll persuasion.
Nope. That's gonna be an 8, but...
Well, what is your...
roll a 2?
What's my what?
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 18.
As in, like, stat-wise, or...
15.
Yeah.
Oh, 15. Well, it's 3. Right, it's a plus 3, but...
Dan, would you roll?
Well, do I roll again?
I like how the
No,
music
you can
has
just go
become
for it. Like,
small
what's your...
and dicky
What's your...
to
Let's just see
go
that.
along with his dinky,
Plus three,
out,
yeah.
dinky little
So, well, just flat out with 15, you just can't really persuade him. He's
bond
kind
is
of
gone.
aware that you want his cowbell still.
Well, yeah.
The greed is still in your eyes.
Do I know where I am?
Everyone who has had their memories lost, so Dorben and Nakia, you both remember a lot of reasons. You're in the town of Brunnogarte. You were hired to assist with a lot of murders and issues in the area. Because a lot of people have died, things are gone missing, the royal heir is gone. And they need anyone, even the most reproachable people in the world that they've hired. And you were to join a group of people before this thing that you had fought took you from behind in a dark corner of this mansion. But you know you're in Lord Radamir's mansion, who is basically the mayor of the town, and he's not necessarily intimidating, but he definitely has lots of political weight. So that's what you remember.
What year is it?
So Radimir didn't even tell us that he hired 2 random people before us.
No, he just said he had a bunch of people he hired, and you guys assumed there might be more.
Were we part of a bigger group and we were the only ones that came out?
Well, there were other bones, weren't there? You don't remember that specifically, but you feel like you knew other people that you can't remember.
That's awkward.
Alright, well,
We're the strongest.
Alright, guys.
call over to Q and be like, hey Q, now that this is all
Yeah?
done, I got something for you.
Oh, you got something for me?
Dude, I've been trying to get it to put it back and give it to you.
I come over to...
Alright, so the 3 rings that I snitched out of the drawer earlier, one of them was a bronze ring. So I'll give that to her.
Yes!
Oh, you're clever.
Okay. So in
She has a
the
silver and a gold one, so it's like the cheap ring is great.
Ku really doesn't care about price
Who would
on
know
anything.
the other two
She likes
exist?
bronze.
in the remaining
Again, like, Ku doesn't care about cost. She will literally take
It's
it.
the shiny, right? It's
So
all
in
about the
just-
shiny.
And she's also got the affinity
take
for,
stuff.
what was it, you especially like the bronze items or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that one was worth like, what was it, 10 copper pieces or something?
Yeah, 10 copper.
So anyway. Okay, so in the 10 remaining minutes that we have, we all have a moment to look at each other and be like, who are you two? What just happened? Was that your fault?
Hi,
No, that
I'm
was your
Nakia.
fault. I definitely remember that. Who's Nakia?
Yeah. Hi.
Why did you come out of mirrors?
You know, that's a great question.
Who are you? That's even more confusing.
I'm sorry.
I feel
Why
like
were
me
you
and her
in
are just
mirrors?
consorting in the corner.
I think we got put there.
How was your
you
first
don't remember.
expedition?
I agree with that
It
assessment.
wasn't intentional and it wasn't pleasant. Those are the 2 things I can tell you.
Okay.
Alright.
Or you came in?
You guys.
We were hired by Some guys go to this mansion to
Did you have fun?
do something.
A little bit. I managed to get a couple of nice
Probably
things.
just stab that.
Yeah, probably.
So you were hired just like all of us.
A little bit.
You were hired? Cool.
Well, hey, I got a key.
We have.
How much money were you paid?
I don't think.
Huh?
Oh, see the key.
It's just a regular.
Everyone's been going to be paid once they leave the mansion
Yeah.
about 120 gold pieces because you guys wrote that up. But remember, that's the prepayment. There's going to be more. It's just you're going to do life-threatening experiences, and you won't get another cent until you finish the full thing.
We need to find where this key goes.
No,
I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm just talking to Berl.
We're talking in Gnomish to each other so nobody can understand.
Well, I can describe the key for you really quickly.
Yes.
It's rather ornate. There's a lot of really fine wires between the lines. It doesn't show it on the actual key. It's just the only key I had.
Ornate?
It's extremely ornate. In fact, there's little gear mechanisms along the front of it.
I feel like we're never going to see that key again.
Yeah, we'll never.
It just kind of finds its way into one of
I
my
definitely
pockets.
don't think that goes
I hope
here.
you'll see it again, because otherwise this is going to be real rough.
Okay.
Speaking of finding its way into the pockets, you guys have been all tying each other, and the cowbell is in an undisclosed location.
Alright, you can do that.
Okay.
Alright, so is that everything you guys wanted to do before you go talk to, say, oh, I don't know, Lord Radomir, whose mansion you've just killed a giant monster in?
Well, we searched every other inch of this place. Like,
I mean, that's where you'll get the
I
money
think we're
from.
going to go confront Lord Radomir because that we weren't prepared for that.
No, we weren't.
I don't think he was either.
I feel like there was.
What's up with
but
that?
I'm going to blame
Everyone
him for this.
well,
Okay.
girl, let's go get money.
So you guys,
Alright, sounds
we'll
good.
fast
Money's
forward
invalid,
this
yeah.
to back to Lord Radomir's mansion. It's just up the stairs, and you know, it's you're probably never going to go there again. And Lord Radomir has just shown up, and he's like, "Oh, you're back. What happened?"
Just leaving the discussion.
You had this giant monster thing in there that about nearly killed us, and by the way, it really stinks in that back room there. You might want to get somebody to go clean that up.
I'm not really sure what she's saying. I don't know her accent.
You have a monster in your basement.
We
How?
killed it.
Oh, so had.
And there's a big mess. You should probably get someone to clean.
Definitely. I'll send.
No,
Kind of
no.
nasty.
I'll send
Isn't just drugs
Gretchen
still trying to
down.
smell that smelly oil?
Most likely, and poison.
Oh, you all smell foul.
Like the birds?
Does he recognize us?
How about both?
Can we like go
He
down there?
recognizes you. Oh, you guys, you survived. That's impressive.
How long were we there?
Yeah, out of curiosity.
Oh, just maybe a day or two. The first group didn't show up, but I thought they had left.
Well, that's gruesome and disconcerting.
Can we ask him what the monster was?
Yeah, what's that little whole section?
I don't know.
What dark magic's
If
got
you
in
did
this
show him the
place?
corpse of the creature, which is rapidly decaying,
Yeah, it's
but
not
you
with
could
them.
still show it to him, he'd be like, I have no idea what this is. It's huge.
I'm going to.
Remember, Lord Radomir is also like very short
I'm
human.
going to bring this full circle, and I'm going to intimidate him into telling us what that dwarf painting is about.
I was like, I like this idea.
Alright, roll intimidation.
It was bleeding oil from its eyeballs.
14.
Some people saw that, so.
14? 14.
14? That doesn't do it for Radomir.
Can I? Alright, I'm gonna roll
What does it take to
my.
intimidate
Is
him?
it
It takes a 15.
Is it charisma? Or hold on.
What are you trying
Okay,
to do?
everybody like take a turn with Radomir and do your thing, alright?
Instead of
goodness sake.
intimidate,
Because we have to leave soon, so take a turn.
He got a 14.
Talk to him, I guess, about.
Use some
I'm
inspiration.
gonna ask him what's up with the painting.
He can use his inspiration. If you can give him an inspiration only when he's done a good job acting his character.
Fine, why not? I
That's
just use
losing one for
inspiration.
you.
I'm using an inspiration then. This needs to happen.
Use your inspiration, mark it off your sheet.
Alright, that's 20.
Yeah, okay, so he's like, I did the painting, that's my uncle. He's, well, he used to be, well, they said he was quite the looker, but it might have just been to be nice to him. He was really, really hard to intimidate, though. Very tough. He had filled the mansion with tons of paintings, but we just couldn't remove that one. It was the rest of them. We were all normal, but that one just that one alone seems really stuck there, and no one's been able to remove it.
But why?
Except for Gretchen, who can do whatever she wants, but left it there for reasons I don't understand, and I can't. She's very scary. I can't tell her what to do.
She was very scary.
And so at this point, you're probably realizing that Gretchen is the really, really scary maid.
Okay.
Well,
Well, at least we got something out of
can we get paid?
Wait,
Yes.
wait.
You can all get paid. He just right out pays you. He has it. In fact, Gretchen shows up and has the money and gives you the money.
How much money per person?
You said it was 120.
120 per head.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
we negotiated them up.
120 gold.
Is there a shop
what
in
about
this
us two?
town? I want to go.
Did we get the same thing?
Everyone gets 120.
120 gold. Okay.
Equal shares. We're doing pirate rules right now.
What?
Everyone gets 120 gold pieces. Write it down.
I did.
You're gonna spend it a lot because things are expensive in troubled times.
Now wait a minute.
So-
Lord... Wait.
We still need to find her son, right?
Yeah.
Not mine, my liege's.
Okay.
Lady Annalindis' son, the royal heir, Hugh. He's still missing and, well,
Why were we in the
we need him soon.
We found conflicting clues so far.
Hugh disappeared here in the mansion.
He's
But
from the mansion.
Not sure why. No one knows when. It was the one day, but no one knew exactly when. He was just gone, and no one could find him.
Oh,
Well, he's not here now.
yeah, problem
That's,
solved. It
I
was
guess,
monster
good to
that ate
know.
him. We're good.
Warren just raises his hand because there's no way he can talk over all these yammering people.
Yes,
Waits to be called upon.
you, Ranger, in the back.
We have two conflicting killers. We have this strange oil thing. We found some in the music room, and then we have something out there that's killing people by twisting their heads around. We found a cell in your mansion with claw marks that are too high for an animal and too far spaced apart for an animal.
But
What did you
perhaps
keep in that cell?
for the 10-foot thing that you just killed, the corpse, couldn't that reach that hall?
Why would you lock up a 10-foot monster in
I
your cell?
didn't.
Who did you lock up in that cell?
Nobody. That's just for holding, dissidents and drunkards, people on the property who have to be held for anywhere for a night. It's not necessarily a long-term thing. It's more like, just in case. Don't have a formal jail here anyway.
Not done. Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
But that doesn't line up with what I've seen this oil do. The maid who was killed.
Wasn't that just
what
part of
did
the
she look
monster?
like?
The maid,
What was her corpse like? Did you see it? Was there anything wrong with her eyes?
oh, now that you mention it, not her eyes, but perhaps around her neck, there was some of the oil around it that's left behind on the things and the strangeness. But what do you ask for?
Why do I ask?
Uncertain. He's not really sure. He's just like he's saying that because he's confused and nervous.
I've seen that oil before, but the people who were killed by it, their eyes were empty black pits. It doesn't fit with what this creature is doing.
I think it's part of the monster that we just killed.
Yeah, I think there's two different monsters here.
Well,
The
that may
oil is
that may be
different than the
different.
monsters.
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't know. This isn't my expertise. That's why you've been hired.
Oh, hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Pull out the key from an undisclosed location. Where does this...
That would go. Oh, sorry, my friend Magnus, actually. He named himself that. He thinks he's rather great. He's the local alchemist and tinkerer, if you want to. He has a laboratory.
Tinkerer too.
Oh, I don't think you're the same kind. But he hasn't been seen in months, and that's the key to his laboratory, his alchemist shop.
Where's that?
Oh, it's in the middle of town. I'll show you. Maybe I'll send someone to take you there.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
But it's not necessarily somewhere I can go right now. I'm still busy, but I'll send someone to take you there.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
You want to come around?
Not sure why that's in my house,
Or I can just
though.
carry them for you and pull them
know.
out each time, whichever one.
Puts it back in an undisclosed
Yeah, I don't have anywhere
pocket.
to put it.
And with that,
Sounds good. I'll hold
you've
it.
got the gold, you've kind of had your conversations. Does anyone else have something they want to have with Radamir before they go to like the inn or somewhere
Sure,
to
I'll
rest?
ask him about why there were like the bear claw things around the creature.
I don't think he knows anything.
I don't think he knows about that.
Well, ask him anyway.
I think he might. Okay.
Sounds like some kind of ritual.
Well, why were you doing a ritual in your basement? That's what
I wasn't. I'm a little confused.
you're a weirdo.
Am I keeping it or are you keeping it? Because
Which is easier to keep track of it? Because that'll be
you have it.
important.
I mean, like, I can keep that. I'm worried about bending it.
I will just write down the key on your treasures.
Okay.
Which is down like a very special key.
Fancy key.
Alright, and with
I'm
that,
so excited.
How much experience do we
I've
get?
got
Everybody gets
2
300.
spoons now.
everyone's gonna hit level 2 next session.
That's what
Put the pencils away.
I want to be friends
300
again.
experience per person. That monster was worth 1,000. No, it was worth 2,100 actually.
Each person gets
Every person gets 300, split evenly.
300 split evenly.
I do it based on who's contributing, and then I split the experience from there.
Okay,
Even if they are unequal contributors, because
Has
I'm
everybody
trying to be
asked
fair.
their questions?
So, hey Ben, could you
Spoken to
turn
one
off the
another?
recording?
Yes.